picture ng tattoo niya?
Or a sample of the whoever.
Nasa Google na siya. Sa Google. May pangalan po ba yung niya sa Google, makikita niya. Nasa Google na siya. Sa Google. May pangalan po ba yung niya sa Google, makikita niya.
Tension filled the Senate plenary hall as Trillanes grilled the presidential son and his in-law. Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte was tagged as part of a Chinese drug syndicate.
Meron ka bang tattoo sa likod mo?
Meron po, Mr. Chair.
Yung tattoo mo sa likod, I can imagine it's a colored and dragon-like figure tattoo. Am I correct?
I invoke my right to privacy, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
Are you willing, Vice Mayor Duterte?
No way.
Oh, no. Mr. Chairman, can...
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry.
Mr.
Chair, no way.
We now go above and beyond the headlines. We have here live in the studio Rainier Madrid, the lawyer and spokesperson for Vice Mayor Paulo Duterte. Good evening, sir. Welcome to CNN Philippines.
Good evening, Pia.
Well, sir, let's begin with this. No, these allegations about your client being a member of the triad and that he has a tattoo on his back to prove that. What were you thinking when you were hearing those words?
When I was hearing that, I considered it not as allegations. It's a wild propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you try to propagandize something, you must, it's the rule that you must come out big.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
what a better way to say triad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
To catch attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Ano yung difference ng allegation and propaganda?
Well, propaganda is when you say you allege, when you say there is a formal something that will back it up.
Evidence, you mean?
Evidence.
Oo, parang
At least substantial evidence.
Substantial.
And when you say substantial evidence, it should be either testimonial or documentary.
Okay.
What did he say? Intel. When asked by Senator Lacson, share us the intel naman.
Yeah.
What
Oo.
did he say? I'll give it to you in executive session. Now, after the hearing, he was asked by the press, what is the basis of your claim? You couldn't even present the intel. And you say na may tattoo. Did you ever see the tattoo? You were able to describe it.
Okay.
Na may mga
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oo. Yung dragon daw, ganun.
That only means that he was fed information. He has no basis. That's why I cannot say na it's an allegation.
Yeah. Fed information meaning you think he was given the info
Was
pero
fed.
walang binigay na
Walang-
yung sinasabing intelligence report kasi sabi niya it came from a foreign country daw.
That's the style of propagandists, right? He even used DEA because he has. I understand where he's coming from. He has to come in big, impressive,
Yeah.
palatable,
Okay.
and believable.
Okay.
Diba?
So sabi mo, dapat kung talagang meron siyang backing or basis, dapat ang pinipresent niya testimonial evidence, documentary evidence. So, I mean,
When you say intel-
you know, in a court of law, halimbawa, hindi naman pwedeng intel report lang, di ba? So what is it that...
That's why when I went there, we went there to tell the truth. Me as a lawyer, legal standpoint, because it's an august body, the Senate. What did he do? He did not go for the truth. Understandable. Because as a propagandist, you don't care about the truth. You care about the perception that you're going to create in the minds of people. It's propaganda.
Okay.
Well, that's Goebbels approach.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there, when you're a propagandist, your God is Goebbels.
Yeah.
Joseph
And-
Goebbels
Yeah,
of Germany.
Goebbels, yes.
Yeah.
Did he succeed in creating a perception in people's minds? Because halimbawa, nung sinabi, oh, you have a tattoo in your back, it's a dragon, etc. Tapos tinanong niya, can you show it to us? Natural, he will say, no, why will I show?
He
So
wasn't able
he
to. He
succeeded.
didn't succeed. He didn't succeed because precisely he was asked by the press, "What was your basis? Have you seen it?" Hindi pala.
Yeah.
Why were you able to describe it?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it pala.
Okay.
You're lying.
And that's why, parang natatawa na lang kayo.
Yeah, because it's an impossible, ano ba, yung concoction, fairy tale. But
Okay.
that's part of propaganda.
Yeah.
Propaganda.
How long have you known the vice mayor?
Well, the vice mayor, he contacted me. He asked
Just
me to be his lawyer.
recently. Just
I was
recently.
recommended because I'm a professional lawyer. I'm known as a litigator.
Okay.
That's my job.
Yeah. Oo. So he contacted you when? I mean, like just few weeks ago, a few days ago?
Well, a week ago.
A week ago,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. And then, of course, you had...
And then I was asked if I, are you willing to represent him? Well, it's my job.
Yeah, okay.
Why
You don't
should I
say no
not?
to anybody. Diba?
I also select my clients, you know, because I have to believe that, you know, when I handle a case, I study my client based on interviews. I just don't easily believe my client. And of course, I also study my adverse party, and that's Senator Trillanes.
Yeah.
And last night, I researched about Goebbels, and he fits the description of Goebbels. His idol is Goebbels.
Yeah, yeah.
A lie, one said, remains a lie. But a lie,
If you keep
repeatedly
repeating it,
said 1,000 times or many times, becomes true.
Yeah, oo.
That's why he also said, Goebbels said, give me the media, and I will turn this nation, own this nation of pigs.
Okay.
That's how he considers people,
Yeah.
pigs.
Okay, Attorney, before this hearing, because it was during the hearing that you heard Senator Trillanes talking about the so-called triad, tattoo, etc. Did you hear anything, or did you even talk about that with the Vice Mayor before that? Because in the past there have been, there have been so many rumors, so-called reports about the Vice Mayor. So pinag-usapan niyo ba yon?
No,
Hindi
because it wasn't part of the conversation. In fact, I was surprised. Triad? How come? And then suddenly, you see how his pattern was. If you are very analytical, he used triad to create the big impression. He used photographs of the Vice Mayor
With different
supposed
people.
different people. And then Senator Pacquiao said, well, doesn't mean anything. And then suddenly, he showed the guy with the President. Because by association,
To
as
make
a
connections, kumbaga.
journalistic, association, you associate a good guy with bad guys, necessarily that good guy will become bad. By impression.
Yeah,
And
okay.
that's propaganda.
Okay. Now, after the hearing today, did you talk about all the allegations, all the, as you call it, propaganda, with the Vice Mayor after that? So
In
pinag-usapan niyo ba?
fairness to the Vice Mayor, we did not, because he was in a hurry to go back to Davao to see his kids. Because yesterday, when we were meeting, the kids called him crying. Papa, when are you coming back? That's why he was in a hurry.
Yeah.
He loves his family so much. I can't blame him. He's a father. I'm also a father. So he went home immediately. No post-mortem, no. Because we have nothing to hide. He went there to tell the truth. They did not ask about the truth, except for the Davao group, which he said it doesn't exist. He doesn't know anything about it. If he does, then
Okay.
Senator Trillanes did not follow it up.
Oh. So in other words, parang as far as you're concerned, if this were a court of law, kumbaga, Senator Trillanes did not make a case. He doesn't have
No
a case.
way. Miserable. He's a miserable guy. In a court of law, we deal with facts, not hearsay. I won't even say that what he showed were hearsay about the triad. It's pure baloney. It's not a hearsay, but because a hearsay, there is at least a semblance of
An iota of
validity,
truth.
5%, 3%. But his is wishful thinking, pure propaganda, black propaganda, to create in the minds of the people that the President is bad,
Yeah.
the Vice Mayor is bad. He couldn't hit the President before, during the PPI incident. I also represented the President. Now he's hitting the weakest link, the youngest son.
Okay. Okay. We need to wrap up, but one brief question and one brief answer from you. Was it a good idea for your client to appear at the Senate today?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Attorney Madrid.
welcome.
Salamat po.
I'll just test this. May tattoo ka ba sa likod, Mr. Duterte?
Mr. Chair, before I answer, will you permit us to make an opening statement?
Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Do you have a lawyer present, Mr. Duterte?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
In compliance with the invitation of this honorable committee, and as a gesture of respect to the Senate as a whole, I am formally appearing in today's proceedings. Once and for all, I now have the time to deny any and all baseless allegations thrown against me. kinahanglan na nako mubarog karon alang sa akong pamilya, labi na gyud ang akong mga anak nga maoy nahilabihan nga naapektuhan sa aning pagpangdaot kanako. My presence here is for the Filipino people and to my fellow Davaoenos to whom I serve. I am very sorry og pasayloha ko ninyo, but I cannot answer allegations based on hearsay. In closing, a senator once said that we are a family of murderers, and I am untouchable. Allow me to quote a message from a colleague of mine in the City Council of Davao. Every dog has his day. The law of karma will operate specially to those with evil intent. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. May proceed.